Let's talk Laura Mercier Artist Palette 3. Recently Nordstrom's came out with a artist palette eye kit that includes another artist palette, and then it also comes with a mini mascara that I'll show you guys. It is their full-blown volume lash building mascara in black, and I'm not going to open this. I have tried this mascara before. In my opinion, it's nothing to write home about. So, and then it does come with a Caviar stick eye color in the color Cocoa, and it looks like that. It is just a deep chocolate brown color. I'm not going to swatch it because I might give this away, because I don't particularly like long wearing cream eye products, because my lids are already dry and they're just going to dry them out even worse and stuff. So the palette came in a box that looks like this here, with the palette on there, and it's just a silver box. And in the corner here, you'll see it says, well, yeah, it says $80 US, which is what I paid for it. The original artist palette, I believe from Christmas and the year before, I want to say they were between 48 and 52. I don't even think I can look it up because they're not available anymore. But they were not $80, so this is like a $30 jump. And yeah, it comes with a mini mascara and a mini Caviar stick. But for a kit like this, jumping the price that much higher, it should have been a full-size mascara and a full-size Caviar stick, in my opinion. So that's expensive. I think that they kind of capitalized on the success of their last artist palette because so many people loved it. And then the first palette, I'll show you all three of them as well together. The first palette that came out like 2 years ago, it's not a horrible palette, but it wasn't something when I used it, I didn't find it particularly easy to use, and I didn't particularly enjoy using it. And when I swatched it just now, it seemed okay, but I didn't really care for that one. And I'm almost positive with the quality of the last three palettes that I've got, it'd be the Artist Palette 2 and this one, and then the summer. It's the Summer and Light Eye and Cheek palette. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I haven't hauled it yet, but that looks like this here. The quality of the eyeshadows feels a lot smoother, a lot more blendable, not as dry, and bordering that nice buttery texture. I mean, some of them are buttery, which I didn't find that in some of the first palettes that I got from Laura Mercier, which I'll show you. The one that kind of initially put a bad taste in my mouth. And this is just called Eye and Cheek palette, and I believe this came out maybe 3 years ago. No, it came out 3 or 4 years ago. It came out a while ago. But this one here, like, just really super sheer, just not the eyeshadows anyway, even the cheek product, that's this one here. Anyway, this is the palette that put a bad taste in my mouth as far as Laura Mercier palettes go. And then I also picked up this one, I want to say 2 years ago, and it was a little bit better. Again, just called Eye and Cheek palette. They come out with them, I think, in the springtime. This one too, it's okay. And then the first Laura Mercier palette looked like this right here. It has this kind of a packaging on it. It's kind of feels like velvety-ish, and it looks like that right there. And when I swatched it just now, it does feel pretty buttery. But when we used it for the first couple times, I didn't feel like I fell in love with it. Maybe because it's too neutral for my liking, I don't know. But there is shades in here that are duplicate shades in the Laura Mercier Artist Palette 3, which is the newest one from Nordstrom, like African Violet, Sable. Let's check. I'll put them up to each other, to the first one. I probably should talk more about the second one, because more of you probably have the second one, which I will in a minute. But duplicate colors in here, they look quite similar. This is the new one right here, and I noticed this when I was doing the tutorial part. The top row is all matte, and the bottom row is all like shimmer sheen or satin type of finish. And then the older palette, the top row is like that, and the bottom row is not. So this is the first one. Let's see, the duplicate colors would be coffee ground, deep night. Is that all? Oh no, African Violet, Sable, and I think that's all. Yeah, so I'm seeing 4 duplicate colors from these two. It's deep night, Coffee Ground, African Violet, and Sable from the Artist Palette 1 and the Artist Palette 3. This is the 3, this is the 1. Now I'll grab the one that you guys are probably more familiar with that came out this past Christmas and compare those two for you guys. So here we have the Artist Palette 2 right here, which this is the one that came out with during Christmas time that a lot of you guys are probably familiar with. And then this one here is the one that is the Nordstrom one that come in the kit. As far as duplicate colors between the two that I see African Violet in there, and I see, is that the only one? No way! Is that the only one? I think it is, hey. Nope, okay, 2 duplicates. I managed to find 2 duplicates. Guava and African Violet seem to be the only 2 duplicate shades from these 2 palettes. That's pretty good. And from when I used the Artist 2 palette from Christmas time, I really liked it. I thought it was great quality, and I know the folks that I've seen on YouTube are head over heels for this palette right here. And from using this for the first time today in this look right here, which if you're interested in that, you can hang tight towards the end of the video, and you guys can see how I did that and see how these shadows performed upon first use. But this one performed a lot like this one. And then the Artist Palette 2, the Christmas one, their shades are mixed up. They're not like top row all matte, bottom row all shimmers, or nothing like the first one and the third one. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on these so you guys can look at these 2 palettes. Back here, when I hold them back here, that's pretty true to the coloring of the shades. I'm going to zoom in. So here are the 2 palettes next to each other. The bottom palette is the Artist 2 palette. I'm calling them 1, 2, and 3 by the first one, the second one, and the third one that came out, although they are all just called Artist Palettes. And the top one is the newest palette that is from the Nordstrom kit there. So only 2 duplicate colors between the 2. So if you don't own a lot of Laura Mercier and you really, really loved the Christmas palette, you might actually really like the Nordstrom palette. However, you will have to cough up an extra $30, which I think is rather ridiculous, to be honest. Let's tilt it. There you go. So here is the Nordstrom palette. This is what it looks like. It's got like that soft texture underneath, and then little plastic bits on there like that. I mean, it's still a soft texture, but that's what the outside looks like. Then you have a mirror in there, and then these are the shadows right there. And I'll read them off to you. This is Noir, Deep Night, Coffee Ground, Café au Lait, Ginger, Buttercream, Diamond Pink, Guava, Sable, African Violet, Violet Steel, and Rich Cocoa. In the look that I have on today, I used Buttercream, Diamond Pink, Sable, and Violet Steel, and I thought that they performed wonderfully. So there you have the swatches, and my swatches are on actually very dry skin, unprimed, and it's only one swipe. Like, I put my finger in there and then I swipe it on my skin. I don't go back and forth, so that's pretty good. You're not going to be able to see those really, really light colors very well because I am, you know, I'm pale, but I feel like I say that in every video, but anyway, pretty good. I want to say that is some pretty good looking stuff right there. See if I get in a little closer here and show you guys. I think that they're nice. I really do. That's what they look like. Right there. So those are the swatches. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. That was just one pass. Like, you know, go like this in the shadow, and like go like that, and then go like that, and that's how it. I think that they're pretty nice. It follows suit with the quality of the Artist 2 palette. So all in all, I give the palette 2 thumbs way up. I give the price tag 2 thumbs way down. So, I mean, only 2 repeats between the Artist 2 and the Artist 3 palette. So if you do have the Artist 2 and you really love it, I think that you'll also really love this one here. And I don't know if it's coming out anywhere else, but it is a really, really nice palette. And this is the look that I have on my eyes right now. So if you're interested in that, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyes with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Lid Lines. And the horses are being fed right now, so there is noise outside. So sorry about that. going to prime it from my lash line all the way to underneath my brow. Now I think I'm gonna take this color right here, which is called Diamond Pink, on this Chikuhodo eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to use the side of it to, I zoomed in, so I've got a smaller frame to work with now, so I'm checking to see if I'm in the viewfinder here, but I'll just pick up some of that on the side of that brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and pack that onto my eyelid. So that shade is pretty. Now I'm going to go in and take the shade right here. It's called Buttercream. It's a creamy matte shade. Looks like buttercream. I'm just going to use the same brush that I used for my lid and pick that up, and I'm going to put it right underneath my brow. And it is a matte shade. You know what I just noticed? I just noticed that the whole top row is a matte and the bottom all has shimmer. So kind of like the Lorac Pro, I guess. I just noticed that. That's nice. So far so good. Now of course I'm going to dive into some purples. I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is called Violet Steel. And I'm just going to use that on the Goss number 6 brush. I'm going to just go ahead and take this into the crease. Yes, very, very nice. Very different from my first experience with La Laura Mercier palette, which was like 2 years ago. That went a long way. There. Nice. A little bit of that really went a long way. Just going to blend it a little bit more here. Get a little bit of a rounder shape going on. And then I'm going to take my little 8 brush and I'm going to pick up that same shade right here. And I'm going to sharpen up that outer part there. Just a bit. Like that, and then go back in with the 6 brush and blend that a little bit. I was gonna go in with African Violet, but that's included in, like, I swear, every every Laura Mercier palette. So I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Sable on a Goss number 4 brush. I'm just going to pick that up. Yeah, these shadows just seem so much softer to me from what I remember from years ago, but I'm just going to go ahead and start on this outside right here and bring this in to blend out that line. It might not be dark enough. Let me see here. Oh no, it's good. It's good. And I'm going to drag it up to the front of the brow. You know how your lenses, you know, people say my lens went out of focus, like the camera? When I was doing that just now, like my eyeballs went out of focus. Anyway, I'm going to go back in with that number 6 brush. And I'm going to blend out this line a little bit. I'm not going to pick up any product, but I'm just going to blend this just a bit more. And then I'm going to take that number 4 brush again and just give this one more blend. Like that. Yeah, they're pretty. The lights might be glaring, making it look unblended, which they tend to do. But that was pretty easy. Okay, there are both eyes done. I do have a little bit of fallout right here on my nose, so I'm just going to brush that off with a powder brush. But pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my eye makeup and I'll be right back. So there are the eyes done. I think that I think it turned out pretty good. So now I'm going to put some lips on. I decided to go with the NYX Dolly Pink lip liner. I'll swipe my lip balm off here. And just go ahead and line these. I'm going to bring it in a little bit too. And after the lips are lined, I'm going to go in with this Rouge in Love lipstick by Lancome. It's one of these ones. This is in number 323M. I believe it is a color. I don't believe, I know it is a color. From their Spring 2014 collection. I'm just going to go ahead and put this all over my lips. So they look like that. The liner that I put on my waterline, I wonder if you guys can see it, is this one here. It's part of the NARS spring collection. It's in Khao Road. It looks like that. It's really, really pretty. Really pretty stuff. So I'll just put my hair down. So there is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, and you know, you can compare it if you have the older artist palette and you're thinking about getting this one. I hope it was helpful for you guys. So thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later.